some of the most intelligent, emotionally aware, and psychologically resilient people you will ever meet have very few friends. Not because they can't make friends, not because they are shy, and not because something is wrong with them, but because their brain works differently. In fact, according to decades of research from Harvard, Oxford, Stanford, and University College London, having fewer friends can be a psychological consequence of higher self-awareness, stronger internal values, and deeper cognitive processing. Today, we're going to break down the real psychology behind people who keep a small circle or no circle at all. This is not motivational talk. This is not internet advice. This is psychology. Modern culture teaches one dangerous lie: that popularity equals happiness. But psychological research consistently proves the opposite. A large longitudinal study from Harvard University's Study of Adult Development, one of the longest running studies on human happiness, found that relationship quality, not quantity, predicts life satisfaction and mental health. People with many shallow connections showed higher emotional exhaustion, increased anxiety, lower long-term fulfillment. Meanwhile, people with fewer but intentional relationships reported greater emotional stability, stronger identity clarity, higher resistance to social pressure. So the first truth is this: people with few friends are often filtering, not failing. Psychologists call this phenomenon selective social investment. Research from Oxford University's Department of Experimental Psychology shows that as cognitive maturity increases, the brain becomes more selective with emotional energy. In simple terms, the brain stops rewarding unnecessary interaction. Small talk feels draining. Forced relationships feel fake. Social maintenance without meaning feels pointless. People with few friends are often highly introspective, value-driven, mentally self-contained. They don't need constant external stimulation to feel alive. Their reward system is internal. Here's something uncomfortable most people don't talk about. Higher self-awareness often leads to temporary loneliness. Neuroscience research from University College London shows that individuals with high metacognitive awareness, the ability to observe their own thoughts, experience social dissonance more intensely. They notice inconsistencies in people's behavior, hidden motives, emotional dishonesty. Once you see these things, it becomes hard to unsee them. So they withdraw, not out of fear, but out of clarity. One of the strongest predictors of shrinking social circles is personal growth. Studies from Stanford University's psychology department show that rapid changes in identity often lead to social separation. When values change, old jokes stop being funny. Old conversations feel repetitive. Old dynamics feel restrictive. People who grow quickly don't lose friends. They outgrow them. And instead of forcing compatibility, they choose solitude. This is not social failure. This is psychological alignment. This has nothing to do with introversion. Many people with few friends are confident, articulate, and socially skilled, but their brains prefer depth over breadth. Research from MIT and Harvard neuroscience labs shows that deep thinkers process social information more intensely, leading to faster mental fatigue in group settings. They don't dislike people. They dislike wasted cognition. Their brain asks, is this interaction meaningful? If the answer is no, they disengage. People with few friends often have rich internal lives. Psychological profiling from Cambridge University links smaller social networks with strong imagination, high creativity, complex internal narratives. They talk to themselves. They reflect deeply. They analyze their emotions. This internal richness reduces the need for constant external validation. Silence doesn't scare them. Being alone doesn't weaken them. It strengthens them. Society often mislabels these individuals as cold, distant, arrogant, lonely. But research from Columbia University shows they often experience less emotional volatility and greater long-term stability. They choose peace over popularity, alignment over approval. And that choice comes with a cost. misunderstanding. So if you have few friends, it doesn't mean you're antisocial, it doesn't mean you're broken, and it doesn't mean you're failing at life. It may mean you think deeply, you feel intensely, you value authenticity, you protect your energy. And in a world addicted to noise, that kind of mind will always walk alone until it finds something real. If this video made you feel understood, you're not alone, even if your circle is small. Subscribe for psychology that tells the truth.